Boys live. What is it saying? Orientation is locked. So what, does it want to do it like that? Oh, I don't want that. We'll do that 8mm. All right. No, I hate this phone. I hate this phone. All right. Anyways, getting ready to feed these nerds in the little rainstorm that we have. Okay. Okay, hungry nerd? Yes. I don't think it's that rainy out here, is it? Let's see what's... Come on, let's... Ooh, that was lightning. Maybe it's a bad idea. Death. Death awaits those that venture out in the rain here. Well, it's nice out, that's for sure. Come on, let me try to brighten this up a little bit, guys. Why that seems like it's bright as it's gonna get. I don't know. I hate this phone. I gotta get a new phone. So I upload. Now is it coming back down? So I'm gonna wait for this to. So I uploaded a couple videos. One is the Olympics. There's a video. My friend Victor from the Watchman 777 may join us. If he does, I'll click on the live thing. I don't know why this is. I don't know. I just feel like this should be brighter. Oh, you know what? Let me see this. Bedtime mode on. Hold on a second. Are uploaded. Kind of get spoiled having a 5G phone from my job, but whatever. So I made a video. Well, I just kind of like posted a video of the Olympic, not the Olympic ceremonies, but the New Zealand rugby teams. I don't know how to pronounce this. I want to say haka. I don't know. It's a dance or a kind of like a war thing that they do. And I made a video about it, and it is probably, reading the comments, it's really easy to see that people cannot understand what, let me see this here real quick. I'm gonna try to, that is coming. So it is pretty much, I don't know, like reading the comments on this thing. It's one of my shorts. It's the Olympics, New Zealand. They're wearing black and white, and it's called a haku or a haka, or I don't know what it's called, and I'm not saying that to be disrespectful, but it is probably one of the most demonic things I've ever seen. And reading the comments from people are so like, just they can't see like the woman's eyes are like, oh, like fucking Michael Jackson in a Thriller video. So if you go to my videos and you look, you'll find that Haku video. I've been going through this shit with YouTube where they go through your videos and start like just removing videos from like, I mean, videos that I'll be honest with you, that I made 4 years ago, 3 years ago, videos that I couldn't even find if I wanted to. Okay. So I have no idea what YouTube is doing, but I'll get an email or a Gmail because I'm a G. It's the fucking stupidest thing I've ever heard. And it will say video removed, you know, and I'm like, what video? And it will say something about something like, and it's like, but you know, the thing is somebody like, our buddy Joe Rogan can touch base on something. Come on. Somebody like Joe Rogan. Hey, brother. Well, yeah, I mean, I think we all know that now. And this phone is a fucking arm of the Google machine. I don't know why. I have my brightness pretty high. And it doesn't seem too bright. I'm not that bright either. Let me just go back to normal. Try it like that. So the video, I mean the videos that it pulls off, the videos that it will pull off are like videos that I made like 3 years ago. It is the dumbest thing in the world, and it will send you an email at 2:00 in the morning, you know, basically saying that they're going through your shit, and it's like, what, you know, like not for nothing, but you guys have something to do. I don't know why I keep dim like that. I don't know if you guys can see this okay, but I'm just gonna go the way it is for now. Yeah, it just keeps getting darker and dark. I don't know, this fucking phone sucks dick, I'll just tell you that right now. Yeah, so I mean, they this is what happens. This is why I don't make a lot of videos anymore, because anyways, whatever. This video is gonna sound like a whole bunch of ums. Hello, little babies. Dump this filthy water out. Hello, nerds. Let me see if I can find. I don't know where the Harlequin kitty is. Hello, Muppet. Oh, you're a little Muppet. Yes. Old man? Is that my old man? Yes, it is. Hello, old man. I love you. Where's your friend? You hungry, nerds? So I'm just giving you guys a heads up that this channel is probably, 10 minutes away from being gone. So if you have my Facebook, I still have my Facebook under Brian, Bryan. Obviously the last name Frumps, Frumps. Obviously not my fucking real name. Newsflash. But so I made I got a channel. I forgot the name of the channel, so I can't even plug it, but I'd have to. I think here comes the little calico kitty. I would just say, if you're looking to stay in touch with me, your best bet is to just get with me on Facebook, and then I can kind of message you from there, or message me on Messenger. I've had quite a few people reach out on there. There's I think Harlequin. Yeah, that's this cat looks so cool. Come on. Hello. chips. So just want to put that out there that I don't think this channel will be a channel that's going to last a long time. Let me try. Man, I really hate to do this. How dark? Somebody tell me in the comments that's watching. Is it dark on your guys' end? Because I think I might. Next time I do this, I think I might have to go to like the screen display. And maybe the screen is timing out or something. I don't know. This phone is like fucking 1930s technology at this point. But yeah, so if you go to the video about the Haku, it's in my shorts. It's probably 5 or 6 videos down. It's these girls in the Olympic rugby team, and they're doing some kind of like chant or some bullshit. Oh, it looks okay. Okay, good. Little Grump. Oh, Scrumpy Grumpy. Scrumpy Grumpers. Put that paw down. Put the paw down. I've been feeding you since you were a toddler, and I'm going to kiss your face off. Right there where the ear is. Oh, I love you. Yes. You are so sweet. You are so sweet to me. And you're a little grump. Yes. It's my little grump. He loves me. He loves me. Yes. So what were we? Oh yeah, getting water. This video, the New Zealand rugby team doing this dance. I'm telling you, this is the most demonic, spiritual possession ritual I've ever seen, like in a public place that isn't inundated with pentagrams. What these girls are doing is a chant that's been passed down from the fallen ones to the Nephilim, to you name it, okay, that somehow is summoning a fallen angel or a demonic entity or spirit, and you can see clearly, okay, those that have eyes and those that can see that in this video, these girls are clearly under the spell of Satan. That might sound like kind of strong language, okay? And those of you that know me know that I don't just throw out crazy talk anytime something looks a little hanky. This shit is crazy, okay? Crazy. It's crazier than Crazy Town's debut CD, okay? Remember Crazy Town? That shitty band. Fill up some water here. Whoops. Ra-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know why I have that song stuck in my head. Does anybody know what song that is? I'll give you a bunch of cat food. Ra-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-ba-da. Run-dun-dun-dun. It's a horrible song too. Okay, I'll just tell you right now. I'll even give you some of the pre-chorus. Hold me now. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba-da. This cat's fucking hating this. Hold me now. Yeah, no, 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 no. Everybody needs some time away. Kitty cat from each other. Yeah. Oh, you're so sweet. What a good baby this is. This cat has the most like fucking Scrumpy face. Yes, I got to give these guys some water out here in the road. So 2 cats have been killed. I don't know what happened to Mr. Orange, but he was dead in the neighbor's yard about a month ago. I talked to one of the neighbors. They were kind of scared to tell me that the cat was dead. And I said, well, you know. So I put this little like barricade up near the road, right? And my fucking landlord's son I didn't know who was taking this down, but it's full like people. Somebody hit a fucking cat when I just came outside, and I don't know whose car it is. So I am gonna fucking destroy this whole end of the block before Jesus Christ comes back, you know. And I have to like make sure that I don't get emotional about it, because I will fuck somebody up over one of these cats. But he's like, yeah, man, you can't like just put stuff in the road. And I said, yeah, I can. And I did, and I will. And if you keep moving it, because it must be you that I don't know why you don't live on this motherfucking street. But I don't care if your dad and mom own this fucking place. You don't own the road, and you don't micromanage me. So I will be putting shit where the fuck I want to put it, and you just concern yourself. And I just turned around and put my my Bluetooth ear pod thingies in my ear, and I just walked away. And I kind of felt like when I walked away that my body language said, and take that. You know, like when you're like talking to somebody and you're like, yeah, well, guess what, blah, blah, blah. And then you turn around. That's what my body language was saying. It was saying that or fuck you. So the combination of both, it was kind of like fuck you, take that. So that's what I did with the body language. So I think I sent a loud and clear message. So anyways, this cat's looking to eat a bird. So anyway, so I was reading the comments on this rugby team's thing, right? And meanwhile, the girl's eyes are like in Michael Jackson's Thriller video. And people are like, oh, I don't know why when I see a haku. And I'm just going to call it that, so I apologize in advance if I'm saying the wrong word. I don't speak New Zealandish or Aussie or Kiwi or any of that nonsense. It sounds like a butchering of the vernacular of our English lads. But yeah, I'm going to try to get out here and feed these cats. Would you like a treat? Would you like a treat? Well, guess what? I am going to give you a treat. If I can open the fucking treats. Okay. I know, that's kind of violent. I'm sorry. Here. Let's use it. There. Oh, here you go. Try them treats on for size. Are them good? What do you think? Yeah, not too interested? All right. Yeah, so I don't know why. I gotta clean this up today. That's what that garbage bag's for. I don't know why I'm so like. Now it's starting to rain again. I was just going out to feed the cats. I don't know why I'm amazed that people like legitimately do not see. I don't know why I don't know why I can't like differentiate what people are like in the comments going, oh, anytime I see a haku or anything done, it moves me to tears. I don't know why. Or then you always have the token white person that apologizes for being white going, I feel privileged to be able to witness, you know, and I want to put like in parentheses, this satanic fucking ritual that you're watching in the Olympics. Nothing says sucker bet like the fucking Olympics. I mean, all the millions and millions of dollars that are made in the Olympics and they don't pay their athletes, it's kind of like the UFC almost, but it's worse, if you could imagine, you know. So that was something that kind of blew my fucking mind. I had a neighbor over here that I was kind of, and I wouldn't say I was mentoring, but we were kind of talking about sobriety. And I have had to just, there's been a couple people that I've been coaching online, and there's been a couple people that I've had to just tell them that they're not ready to get sober yet, and they're not ready to be part of a program, because it's like they're just not. You just know when people are ready to get sober, they're ready to devote their over. There's just, I don't know, there's just a different thing going on in people's lives that want to get sober versus people that don't. But anyways, this shit that I'm talking about right now, this was a guy that he had out of the rain. I didn't think it was gonna rain, little bear. It's very misleading. I guess we're going under the projector of aluminum. Come on. So we were talking about being sober and, getting sober, and he heard that I was, part of the sober community, if you will. And, we were talking, and, there's a lot of people that feel like when they're talking to somebody that's like as open as I am, that they have to be like, I don't know, that they have to say they're sober or something, or I'm not going to want to talk to them or whatever. But so basically, yada yada yada, we're talking, and I kept I just kept noticing like one, he had fucking track marks all over his arm, and not like old ass track marks, like just freshly. I know half of my face is illuminated now, and it's because I'm in the Illuminati. And we were talking, and he was telling me about his struggle and shit, and I was just telling him like, well, look at this shit. Evil. I was just telling him like, and I was telling a person last night I was talking to, I said, I don't find any pleasure in any of this, and I don't enjoy being right, but sobriety is something that in my wheelhouse. It's one thing that I've really paid attention to, and one thing that I've worked very hard on. And there's a lot of people that try to bullshit their way around it, and you can usually see it coming like a mile away. And like in this case, so we were talking and da 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 da. Well, I noticed that I met his roommate like a couple times and never seen him again, and he lived there, okay? Which, we didn't work different schedules or anything. I'll read your question or your answer here in a second. So I never seen the friend again. Well, then I noticed like 7 o'clock in the morning, people are usually going to work and shit like that, and that's pretty much it around here, which we're blessed to have. Most of the people work, so you can, you don't have a lot of trouble. But I kind of noticed like when I was feeding the cats and I was walking by his house that there was like some sketchy ass people in front of the house. And I was like, I walked through there to cut through to my yard, and I'm just kind of like, hey, who are you looking for? And they were like, oh, we're looking for so-and-so. And I said, yeah, I think he goes to work at like 6:30. And they were like, oh, and I said, and they're just like standing there, and they look like fucking crystal meth tweakers because they're crystal meth tweakers, and they were like, oh, okay, blah, blah, blah. So I just said in my head, if you're sober, you're not fucking around with people like that. You're just not, you know what I mean? And that's why, like, it says people, places, people, places, and things. Now the rain's really coming down. I'm really glad I didn't walk out there in the rain. Look at this broken ass light bulb. I don't know if you can see this, but this light bulb like broke in half and it still works. It's witchcraft. So long story short, you know, I seen him at the store. Obviously he was high, you know, and you know, I've seen him a couple times. I've seen the people, you know, different cars, you know, obviously they're involved in some kind of narcotics trafficking or owing him money or him owing them. Something shady is going on. I'm in my fucking 40s. It doesn't take someone with a bachelor's degree in fucking criminal psychology to figure out what's going on. But then I find out that he, you know, gets evicted. So, you know, the sad thing is I remember when I was talking to him, his son was laying on the couch. He was probably like 5 or 6 and he was sleeping. And there's nothing that, I mean, like it, you know, it sucks seeing people struggle with addiction. But the one thing that I tell people, and that's why you know, I'm open about my testosterone use. I'm open about pretty much everything in my life, maybe too open, because I don't have anything to hide. You know what I mean? I'm not living in I hope, you know, I'm really thinking this is my cat out here in the rain. I don't know why. No, that's just a branch. Okay, good. Look like my cat. You know, I'm pretty open about everything because I'm open about everything, and I want to tell the truth, and I don't want to hide shit from people, and I'm not like playing in the NFL, and I'm not being tested for fucking steroids or performance enhancing drugs, and I'm lying about it because there's nothing worse than people that fucking lie about it. You know, so that's just like, but what I was trying to like explain to him was like, you have to be like brutally fucking honest with yourself, and you have to take responsibility for shit that's happened in your life. You have to take ownership of stuff that's happened in your life. You just, you know, like, you know, it's not always easy. And don't get me wrong, there's a time in my life where most of my life I was lying to people and I was lying to myself. I was lying about my addiction. I was lying about, you know, it's like people that go to the gym but don't focus on their diet or their training intensity or anything, but they do show up. And there's people that show up at the gym. Some of them are on their phone a lot. Some of them just are half-ass workout people. Some of them don't know how to do anything, and they've never invested in it. You know what I mean? And in sobriety, it's not something that you can kind of like Dr. Phil your way through it. You have to be able to spiritually know, you know, if you could, and you know, the majority of it comes down to is, if you could do this shit yourself, you would be sober. You can't, okay? So whatever higher power that you want to use, I would say I would use the only higher power there is, the Lord Jesus Christ. That would probably be your best bet. If you want to use Buddha or whatever, you're probably not going to have as good of results. But, you know, people just want to Mickey Mouse. People just want to Mickey Mouse their life. You sleepy? What are you looking at like you're gonna fucking do something? You need your eyes wiped. So people want to like Mickey Mouse through life, like that this is, I really want to go for a bike ride right now too. I'm just giving you a heads up. People want to Mickey Mouse their way through life and, you know, just like rely on like, you know, there were people in my life that were happy to not dig into or, you know, want to get into, oh, is he sober? Is he not sober? You know, there's a lot of people in people's families that will just fucking pretend and go along with things. And I was in a relationship where I couldn't go along with things because things kept popping up. And I wish that person well. But eventually, if you're sober, or not sober, it's going to fucking reveal itself, okay? There's only so much you can do to keep that lie and keep that demon in the closet. It's not going to be something that people... I mean, I'm just saying, like, I can tell you how many times I've talked to somebody on the phone, and I know that I might not be wasting my time or wasting their time or both of us just having this conversation, because sometimes you're planting seeds and letting people know things. But that was something that happened that I was going to make a video about. And, here's what I was going to say. I really just kind of have stopped wasting a lot of my time, which is my only really valuable resource. There was a time where I was going to tell him, like, hey, man, you need to really do this, this, and this. But it was like God told me, don't waste your time. I was going to tell him how God, changed my life, and how, people, there was a time where I would never even want to say the word Jesus, like, in public out loud, because I just thought it was gay or whatever the word you want to use, or it was, goofy, or people might look at you weird. Now that I know that that's a real thing and I know who he is, I really don't care. All right, let's go to, if we get a question. Yeah, YouTube is definitely shadow banning stuff. I'm just so tired of YouTube and not being able to, the fact that, listen, the fact that YouTube even has anything like policing my wearing a mask or not wearing a mask, or rolling up your sleeve or not rolling up your sleeve, the fact that you can't talk about any of that shit just tells me that there's something, it was like when YouTube was deleting flat earth videos. I was like, well, why the hell would they be deleting the videos? I mean, it's obvious that these people are morons, or whatever, and it's like anything, like it's like medical cannabis or whatever. I'm not asking the government's permission to use a plant. It's like I'm not asking them to use a tomato. You know what I mean? I'm not asking them so they have a recorded thing of my information and then you can't own a firearm here in the state of Florida or get your concealed weapons permit, but you can fucking take painkillers and and this is the type of stuff that if I talk about it, their algorithm or their AI demon robot goes through here and kicks you off and whatever, so it's just more proof that certain people are definitely, obviously, definitely maybe part of a machine much bigger than myself, and they're allowed to talk about stuff as part of the Hegelian dialect. I was talking to a friend about and I'm just going to give you my, I'm not saying this is a Holy Spirit prediction, but I really just don't see anybody winning the election other than Kamala, because if this was like WWE or a really bad 80s movie, which it's turning out to be very rapidly, she has to win in order for some fucked up shit to happen. Like, I'm just saying, like, it would be too great if he won and then, whatever. And not that he's the answer. He could win and something fucked up happens to him. I don't know. You know what I mean? So, but I'm just kind of like, when Joe Biden won, I kind of like just really stopped. I couldn't even like I can't even believe it's been 4 years already. It's been a year since I've had sex too, which is crazy, which is fine with me too. I have no interest in talking to females about anything really. I mean, it's like I've been dating since I was like 16, 17 years old, and I just don't have the emotional wherewithal or the emotional endurance to even talk to a female and act like I'm interested. in what her hopes and aspirations are, and which season of American Idol or Dancing with the Stars was her favorite. I just don't care. You know what I mean? And people are, this is going to sound pretty shitty, but I'm going to say anyways. People are so fucking boring half the time. You know what I mean? Like, who have you met recently where you've been like, man, I'm so glad I met that person? Not really anybody, you know? But, yeah, it's raining here. This has been one of the hottest fucking summers I've ever been part of. I'm so glad it's over. The time has been going by like it says in the Bible about time in the end times, how knowledge will increase and things will, man, it's like, it's been a year since I broke up with my girlfriend already. It's already been a fucking year. That's insanity. It seems like it's been like 2 fucking weeks. You know what I mean? Like, things are going by so quick, and just, I was watching one of the people I follow, The News is Fake, and in one of his videos, there's like a country song about Trump and how he's the chosen one, and it's about Donald Trump being like the chosen one. It is so fun. I thought it was a Saturday Night Live like spoof song because it's so like goofy, but it's a legit song, and it's just horrible. The fact that anybody, I don't know, man, people are just so blind and retarded. I think there's a new space movie coming out about, I don't know if it's about Mars. I forget what it's called. I don't know. It seems like everything is purple. What's his name's creepy ass brother, Ben Affleck's brother, Casey, who is a fucking mega creep. Kind of reminds me of like Theo Vaughn. Theo Vaughn is a creepy dude. If you don't know who Theo Vaughn is, he is probably one of the creepiest fucking comedians I've ever seen, next to Joe Rogan, or Ari Shaffir. All these guys are just, they give me such creep vibes. He gives me like pedophile vibes, Theo Vaughn. And so does Ari Shaffir. That dude's a real creep. But Joe Rogan's comedy special came out, and it is not comedy, nor is it special. Sweetie, you can't keep bumping me to pet me. What? What? This guy did a video about Joe Rogan's comedy special, and this comedy special is so, man, I'm not going to say, I mean, I can't watch this. It's painful because I want to punch him in the face when I watch his podcast, because he starts getting into his, evolution is basically just a thing saying there's no God, so don't even think about it. And, he'll start talking about like one of these dumb nerds like that wrote some alien book or does mushrooms, or, how we came from apes and whatever the fuck. And I have such a hard time watching him. But this company that I worked for, we had these things in our truck. They're cameras that watch us in our truck to see if we're like picking up our phone or fucking around or whatever. And, it's like an all-seeing eye, and it's like in China. If you're not familiar with China's surveillance system, or London, England, China has a surveillance system where it's like the game Metroid or Mega Man. There's a thing above your head that says the person's name because they can read your eyes and shit. And I remember like in Canada, when you could go across the border in Canada and they could scan your iris. It was called, what was it called? I forget now. Nexus. It was called the Nexus Pass. where they just you looked into like a, you know, whatever. But so this machine in the truck, you know, films certain moments and hand gestures and kind of algorithms your bodies, and then they have a thing on the phone they give you that tracks how often you're on your phone in between like driving and shit like that. And that was called Fairmatics. Yeah, I don't think it's fair. They had the thing on all fucking day, and it's on your phone fucking track. Like they could track how many steps I took. You know what I mean? Like I was like, yeah, this is not fucking cool. But anyways, all of that is all going to hook up into, you know, what's going to happen when it happens. You know, the mark of the beast system, the 5G shit, all this shit that's in place, all this craziness with AI and being able to make things look like they're not there that are there, and holograms and looping people's voices and getting them to say shit that they didn't say. I mean, they're basically saying, hey, guess what? We're gonna fucking trick you, you know? So there was a thing on Joe Rogan about like China's AI program through Huawei and whatever. And it's like, and Joe Rogan acts like he has no idea, you know, he's just a messenger, and the guy that he has on, you know, they're basically like it says in the Bible, God will tell you everything in advance. So I don't know, man. It just gets so annoying to see people fucking, you know, give these people the time of day. But, you know, people are lost, you know. People are lost. I couldn't even imagine. I couldn't even do drugs right now and watch television. Like, I couldn't imagine. Like, I'd be watching some of these, like, you know, like things on Discovery Channel, just like it will just come on in the middle of like I'll be listening to a podcast about something, and you know, all of a sudden, you know, I'll be like in Zimbabwe, all of a sudden, and they're in a diamond mine and bullshit, and then you find out that they can make diamonds in a fucking lab, and I don't know whoever fucking scammed everybody in the world into believing that you need to buy a girl a diamond when you get married, but that was a real fucking, well, I can tell you what country was behind that. We all know, because they're always begging for fucking money, and everybody agrees with everything they say, or you die, you know. And if you question certain things that might have not happened in World War II, you can be put in jail in Europe, which is fucking insanity. But so that's really loud. But, yeah, so they make diamonds in labs. I don't really need this to be that loud right now. Grumps, why are you running in the... Let's go see where my dog is. I can guarantee you he probably went in the secret cavern of doom. Come on, little bear, you can go in the house. All right, that's all I got for right now. I'm sure this is boring, I know to you. Victor from the Watchman 77. Feel free to go to his channel. He's a good friend of mine. I've known him for quite a while. I'm going to try to get him on, and maybe my friend from the News is Fake, or other people that I feel like would be a good you know, guest. I would like to do a couple of these where I have people on, but of course, you know, this is what was going to happen if he came on today. And as soon as I go in my house, this shit turns off, of course, you know what I mean? So, appreciate everybody's support and all that shit. Feel free to go on my messenger, Bryan, B-R-Y-A-N, and save my information, because I'm sure they're going to fucking look through this video and see that I mentioned that diamonds aren't forever, but, your fucking APR rating for whatever you get in the hole when you... I'm so glad I never bought a girl a diamond, you know what I mean? Like fucking thousands and thousands and thousands. One, I don't have any fucking money, so it's not ever gonna happen, you know? You know, you could buy like a girl a fake diamond, you know, like you really could. Like no one's gonna know. she probably ain't ever gonna know until you get divorced and she tries to sell the fucking thing. You know, I don't know. I'm not feeling the diamond thing. So, or gold, or silver, or any of this nonsense that people think is worth money, like Bitcoin. And if you think that I'm on Facebook selling Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, I've said it before. I no longer have access to that account, and I would never sell fucking cryptocurrency. The shit is from the fucking devil's lair himself. He doesn't want me to talk about cryptocurrency. Look at this. This is what I'm dealing with right here. Well, it's flooding. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Well, I'm going to sign off. I was going to ride my bike, but apparently probably wouldn't be a good idea. And look at this rain just driving in from the street over here. Imagine being on a golf course, how awesome that would be. Anyways, I'm going to get off here and go talk to my doggy because I know he hates this shit. So I appreciate you guys. Feel free to message me on Messenger. And I don't know, this is really crazy, this rain right here. I love it. I do love this weather. I mean, I do like the nastiness of it and the loud. I love thunder and lightning, and I love the rain here. That's the one cool thing about living in Florida is the fact that you can die every day in the summertime around 2 o'clock. Wow, this really like picked up like significantly. Like there was no warning on my phone about this. I'm really pissed off. Like there's like sheets of rain coming in here. You know what I mean? I don't know if you can see that shit, but that shit's legit. I feel like one of those guys. Yeah, it kind of is like it's all engineered because I'm on here talking about the end of the world and shit. Here's my gay neighbor. That should end my YouTube career right there. Anyways, it's been a while since I've been on here. I hope everybody's doing well. I haven't had any real, I've been kind of researching stuff, but this is all that I've been up to. Everything is still, going good. And I'm going to sign off because I know right now my phone is probably it's already at 60%. So I appreciate you guys. Be good, all right? Messenger, Facebook Messenger, Brian from Bryan.